Since Donald Trump announced the beginning of the peace negotiations over Russia's war against Ukraine, the US authorities made several statements on what Ukraine should and should not expect. As for Moscow, there have been no details on what conditions and demands will Russia face. Neil Melvin, director of the International Security at the Royal United Services Institute, says the situation looks rather favorable for the Kremlin.
Well, I think Russia will feel that it's entering into this potential negotiation with quite a strong hand. So what they're going to start to do, and you can see this already, is that they've been laying out what they consider to be their negotiating stance, which is on very high level. I mean, some of the demands that Russia will make through a negotiation have already been recognized, such as that Ukraine will not become a member of NATO. So I think what Russia is going to want to do is enter into a direct negotiation with President Trump, not directly with Ukraine, not with necessarily the Europeans in the room.
But what is it that Russia wants to achieve? Trump repeatedly said that he wants the war to end without clarifying the terms. Kyiv insists that its main goal is a lasting, reliable, just peace. Moscow, on the other hand, never revealed its vision of peace.
I don't think peace is Russia's primary goal. I mean, President Putin entered this war. I mean, it was a war that he started for two particular reasons. I mean, one is because he has a particular historical vision of Russia, which is about a greater Russia, about the Russia of even the pre-revolutionary period, the pre-Soviet period, kind of a Russian imperial, a Russian empire, and which many of the lands of contemporary Ukraine are seen in that vision as being core Russian lands because they were seized by various Russian czars. And secondly, to push back on the Euro-Atlantic solidarity and notably the US security presence in Europe.
And while it does seem as if only Ukraine is being pushed to concessions, what Moscow is limited by is time, Melvin says. If the talks drag on for too long and become too complicated, Trump might give up and the war will be left unresolved with much less interest from the United States.